Zero-knowledge proofs were once a cryptographer's curiosity. Today, they're everywhere. They let one party prove something is true without revealing the underlying data. A transaction is valid. An identity is real. A balance is sufficient, while the data itself stays hidden. Across the top blockchains, ZK has quietly become core infrastructure. But here's the catch. Almost all of it is solving the same problem. And it isn't the problem most people think privacy means. Look at where ZK actually lives. Ethereum's biggest layer 2s, Starknet, ZK Sync, Scroll, Linea, use zero-knowledge proofs to compress thousands of transactions into a single validity proof. That's ZK for scaling. It makes blockchains faster and cheaper. Solana uses ZK compression to shrink state. Sui and Aptos use it for login, proving you own an account without exposing keys. Polygon went all in on a ZKE VM, then announced its sunset, with the sequencer shutting down on the 1st of July, 2026. The pattern is clear. The dominant use of zero-knowledge today is performance and verification. Privacy, where it exists, is usually a bolt-on. Genuine privacy chains are rarer, and they don't all work the same way. The point isn't that any one of them is the answer. It's the question they're all circling. Is privacy the architecture or an afterthought? Monero makes privacy mandatory. Every transaction is shielded, and in 2026, it replaced its old ring signatures with full-chain membership proofs, hiding each spend inside the entire set of past outputs. But Monero offers no way to selectively reveal anything, which is exactly why regulated exchanges keep delisting it. Zcash takes the opposite route. Privacy is optional, and that's the structural catch with opt-in privacy. Historically, a few people shield. The ones who do stand out. Aztec, Elio, and Mina push further, programmable or base layer ZK. But they're early and uneven. Aztec launched its privacy network in an alpha phase that shipped with a known critical vulnerability. Elio and Mina are still fighting for developers and real usage. This is where Midnight comes in. Midnight is a privacy-focused chain, built as a partner chain to Cardano. It launched its mainnet at the end of March 2026 in a federated phase. It isn't trying to scale Ethereum. It's built from the ground up for one job: programmable privacy enforced at the protocol level. Here's the core idea. On Midnight, your sensitive data never touches the chain. It stays on your device. When you transact, your machine generates a zero-knowledge proof. And only the proof goes on-chain. The network verifies that you followed the rules without ever seeing what you did. Public blockchains broadcast everything by default, but total secrecy isn't useful for the real world. Banks, businesses, and regulators need to verify things. Midnight's answer is selective disclosure, aka rational privacy. You can prove a fact, that you're over 18, that funds are clean, etc., without revealing the data behind it. And you can grant a specific viewer, like an auditor, a defined window into your records. Hide everything from everyone is not the goal. Reveal exactly what's needed to exactly who needs it is. Two more things set Midnight apart. It splits its economics in two. You hold night, and that generates dust, a renewable resource that pays for transactions and recharges over time. So users aren't spending a volatile asset just to transact. And smart contracts are written in compact, a domain-specific language with TypeScript-like syntax paired with TypeScript tooling. So mainstream web developers can build private applications without learning exotic cryptography. The ZK is under the hood. The developer just writes familiar code. So, is it early days for zero knowledge? Honestly, yes. The cryptography is proven and in production. But the tooling is young. Proving still costs time and compute. And most users have never knowingly touched a ZK app. Some cryptographic primitives are still very immature. For Midnight, that's both the risk and the opportunity. Its prospects rest on three things. Adoption. Will developers actually build, and will real institutions use it? Regulation. Privacy chains face scrutiny, as Monero's delistings show, and Midnight's compliance-friendly design is a deliberate bet that the regulated world is where privacy demand is largest. And timing? Being early is only an advantage if the market arrives. Midnight isn't competing to scale a chain, it's competing to make privacy the default for everyone else.